pirate apprentice rises from indentured spring. In his senses he's a pirate now indeed.
He's the Dr. Frederick's Ventures, Frederick's out of his indentures.
22 now he's rising, and alone he's fit to fly, with repentance signalizing with unusual river right.
He's the Dr. Frederick's Ventures, Frederick's out of his indentures. Oh, the pirate ship, fill the pirate launch, and to make us more carry the pirate on the pass.
From the day you rank as a full-blown member of our band!
My friends, I thank you all from my heart for your kindly wishes. If only I could repay them as they deserve.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, today I'm out of my indentures, and today I leave you forever.
This is quite unaccountable. If the thing will draw. Why? A keener hand at scuttling a cunarder. Or cutting out a black pearl. Never shipped a handspike.
What are indentures?
You know, false teeth. My grandpa puts them in a glass when he goes to bed.
Thank you for sharing that.
Hey, Timmy, Morgan, this is not a time for jesting, right? Now, Frederick's indentures. Will you get up? Frederick's indentures are his bond, savvy? And Frederick is a man of honour.
Here, here!
And a good pirate.
Yes, yes!
Yes, I have done my best for you. And why? It was my duty under my indentures, and I am the slave of duty. As a child, I was apprenticed to your band, but it was through an error.
What?
No matter, the mistake was ours, not yours.
An error? What error?
I cannot tell you. It will reflect upon my well-loved Ruth.
Nay, dear master, my mind has long been gnawed by the clawing tooth of mystery. Better have it out at once. Over there, love. When Frederick was a little lad, he proved so brave and daring. His father thought he'd prentice him to some career seafaring. I was, alas, his nursery mine, and so it fell to my lot to take and bind this promising boy apprentice to a pilot.
Oh, the pilot of a ship.
That makes sense.
A life not bad for a hardy lad, though surely not a high lot. Though I'm on us, you might do worse than make your boy a pilot.
There's a lot worse in the world, isn't it, Ruth?
I was a stupid nursery mind on breakers always steering. And I did not catch the word aright through being hard of hearing, mistaking my instructions which within my brain did gyrate. I took and bound this promising boy apprentice to a pirate.
Oh! That makes a lot of sense.
A sad mistake it was to make and doom him to a vile lot.
Oh, don't start.
I bound him to a pirate you instead of to a pilot. I soon found out beyond all doubt the scope of this disaster, but I hadn't the face to return to my place and break it to my master. A nursery maid is not afraid of what you people call work. So I made up my mind to go as a kind of piratical maid of war.
No. Careful. There. Yeah. That's good.
And that is how you find me now, a member of your shy lot, which you wouldn't have found had he been bound apprentice to a pilot.
Oh, I get it, Ruth. It's all your fault. Like everything else that goes wrong around here.
Oh, pardon, Frederick, pardon.
Right, sweet one. I have long pardoned you.
The two words were so much alike.
They were. They still are. But today my obligation ceases.
Speech!
Get off. Ooh. Individually, I love you with affection unspeakable. But collectively, I look upon you with disgust. Oh, pity me, my beloved friends. For such is my sense of duty, that once out of my indentures, I shall feel bound to your extermination.
Poor lad.
Well, Frederick, if in your conscience you feel it is your duty to destroy us, we can't blame you, mate. Always act in accordance with your conscience, my boy.
Beside, we can offer you but little temptation to remain with us. We don't seem to make piracy pay. I'm sure, I don't know why, but...
I know
we
why.
don't.
Yes?
But alas...
Yes.
But alas, I mustn't tell you. It wouldn't be right.
Why not, my boy? It's only, 11:56. And you are still one of us until the clock strikes 12.
True. And until then, you're bound to predict
Our interests.
Well then... Well then, it is my duty, as a pirate,
Yes?
to tell you
Yes.
that you are too tender-hearted.
how so?
Well, for instance, you make a point of never attacking a weaker party than yourselves. And when you attack a stronger party, you eventually get trashed.
There is some truth in that.
And then, you make a point of never attacking an orphan.
Of course, we are often ourselves and know what it is.
Yes, but it has got about. And what is the consequence? Everyone we capture says he's an orphan. Let's say the 3 last ships we took were entirely men with orphans. And so what do we have to do? We have to let them go.
You don't understand. Hang it all. You wouldn't have us absolutely merciless.
Here's my difficulty. Until the clock strikes 12, I wouldn't. After, I wouldn't. Has ever a man been placed in such a difficult situation?
And Ruth, your own Ruth, whom you loved so well, and who has won her middle-aged way into your boyish heart. What is to become of her?
Oh, he will take you with him.
Ruth, I feel some difficulty about you. It is true that you are very dear to me, as you know, but I have been at sea constantly since I was 8, and yours is the only woman's face I've ever seen in that time.
Et moi alors?
Toi, tu comptes pas? I think it's a sweet face.
It is. Oh, it is.
I say I think. But as I have never had the opportunity of comparing it with other women, it is just possible that I may be mistaken.
True.
What a terrible thing would it be if I were to marry this innocent person and find out that, on the whole, she is plain.
Oh, Ruth? You're wrong there. Ruth is a very... well... very well indeed.
Do you really think so?
We do.
Well then, I won't be so selfish as to take her from you.
No, Frederick, this cannot be. We are rough men.
Rough!
Who lead a rough life.
Rough!
But I think I'm right in saying that there isn't one here present who'd be so selfish as to rob thee of this inestimable treasure.
Not one!
I thought there wasn't. Keep thy love, Frederick. Keep thy love.
You're very kind, I'm sure.
I'm off to pack my bag.
Well, it's top of the tide. And we must be off. Farewell, Frederick. When your process of extermination begins, do make our deaths as swift and painless as you can make them.
I will. I swear it. Of course, you could make this extermination unnecessary.
How so?
Well, by accompanying me back to civilization.
No, Frederick. This cannot be. I don't think much of our profession, but if you were to compare it with respectability, it is at least honest. No, Frederick, I shall live and die a pirate king! Oh, better far to live and die under the brave black flag I fly than play a sanctimonious part with a pirate head and a pirate heart. Away to the cheating world go you, where pirates all are well to do. But I'll be true to the song I sing and live and die a pirate king. For I am a pirate king. And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. For I am a pirate king. And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. Frederick! When I sally forth to seek my prey, I help myself in a royal way. I sink a few more ships, it's true, than a well-bred man on ought to do. But many a king on a first-class throne, if he wants to call his crown his own, must manage somehow to get through more dirty work than I ever do. For I am a pirate king. And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. For I am a pirate king. And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. It is hurrah for the pirate king, hurrah for the pirate king. Away! Come on, lads!
What did I put in that chest?
Oh, take me with you. I cannot live if I am left behind.
Ruth, I will be quite frank with you. It is true that I admire you very much, but I must be cautious. A lad of 21 usually looks for a woman of 17, and I think she's considerably older than that.
Alas, I'm 47, but I would still make a fine wife.
Ruth, tell me candidly and without reserve, are you beautiful?
I have been told so, dear master.
Oh, but lately?
Oh no, years and years ago.
That's what I thought. And what do you think of yourself?
I think I am a fine woman.
Thank you, Ruth, for I am sure you would not take any advantage of my inexperience. And if you are really a fine woman, your age should be no obstacle to our union. Hark! I hear voices! Who approaches our secret lair?
Oh no! It is the voices of young
And Ruth! Uh-oh! Whoops! Ruth told me she was beautiful! Oh, false one! You have deceived me! But what shall I do? Before these gentle maidens, I dare not show these alarming costumes. No, I must remain in close concealment until I can appear in more decent clothing.
Climbing over rocky mountains, skipping riverlands and fountains, passing where the willows wither, passing where the willows wither by the ever-running river, swollen with the summer rain, treading on and leafy mazes, spotted with unnumbered daisies, spotted with unnumbered daisies, spreading wide and hard and passes, climbing hardy little lasses till the rising shore again. Spreading round and passes, climbing hardy little lasses till the bright seashore again. Let us enjoy the measure, make the most of fleeting leisure. Held it as a true lie, though it perish by and by. Held it as a true lie, though it perish by and by. Every moment brings a treasure of its own especial pleasure. Though the moments quickly die, breathe them gaily as they fly. Breathe them gaily as they fly. Though the moments quickly die, breathe them gaily as they fly. Far away from toil and care, reveling in fresh sea air, he will live and reign alone in a world that's so unknown. Hearing this a rocking day, far away from mortal men, will be queens and mighty queens. They may honor them who please. Will be queens and mighty queens. They may honor them who please. Let us gaily tread the measure, make the most of fleeting leisure. Hail it as a true lie, though it perish by and by. Hail it as a true lie, though it perish by and by. Let us gaily tread the measure, make the most of fleeting leisure. Hail it as a true lie, a true lie.
What a picturesque spot! I wonder where we are. Well, and I wonder where Papa is. We have left him ever so far behind.
Oh, he'll be here presently. Remember, poor Papa is not as young as you are and came over rather just the country.
But how thoroughly delightful it is to be so entirely alone. Why, in all probability, we're the first human beings who ever set foot on this enchanting spot,
Except the mermaids. It's the very place for mermaids.
where only human beings down to the waist.
And who can't be said strictly to have set foot anywhere. Tails they may, but feet they cannot.
But what shall we do until Papa and the servants arrive with the luncheon?
Well, we are quite alone. Nobody can see us.
Stop being yum-yum.
Wrong opera.
I know the Mikado.
We are quite alone, and the sea's as smooth as glass. Suppose we take off our shoes and stockings and paddle.
Yes, yes, the very thing.
Stop, lady spray.
myself upon your notice in this effective but alarming costume. But under these peculiar circumstances, it is my bounden duty to tell you that your proceedings will not be unwitnessed.
But who are you, sir? Speak!
A pirate. Ladies, do not shun me. This evening I renounce the fine profession, and to that end of pure and peerless maidens, O blushing buds of ever-blooming beauty, I, Sir Atot, implore your kind assistance.
How beautiful his day, how rare his beauty. How beautiful his day, how rare his beauty.
For these there not one maiden grace, which does not feel the moral beauty of making worthy interest, subordinate to sense of duty, who would not give up willingly on matrimonial ambition to rescue such a one as I from his unfortunate position, from his position, to rescue such a one as I from his unfortunate position.
Alas, there's not one maiden breast which seems to feel the moral beauty of making worldly interest subordinate to sense of duty.
For is there not one maiden here, whose homely face and bad complexion have caused our hope to disappear of ever-winning men's affection to such a one, if such there be, I swear by heaven's arch above you, if you will cast your eyes on me, however plain you'll be, I love you, however plain you'll be, if you will cast your eyes on me, however plain you'll be, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Alas, there's not one maiden here whose homely face and bad complexion have caused our hope to disappear of ever-winning men's affection.
Not one,
No, no, not one.
not one,
No, no.
One.
'Tis Mabel.
Yes, 'tis Abel.
Written with an A.
Oh, sisters, deaf to beauty's name, for shame. 'Tis true that he has gone astray, but pray, is that a reason good and true? Why you should all
left to beauty's name.
The question is that may not mean a thing of beauty. Would she be swayed by quite as keen a sense of duty?
For shame, for shame, for shame. Poor wandering one, though ye have surely strayed, take heart of grace, your steps retrace. Poor wandering one, poor wandering one, if such poor love as mine can help you find true peace of mind, why take it, it is thine.
Take heart, no danger ours. Take any heart but ours.
Take heart, fair days will shine. Take any heart, take mine.
Take heart, no danger ours. Take any heart but ours.
Take heart, fair days will shine. Take any heart, take mine. Poor wandering one, though thou hast surely strayed, take heart of grace, your steps retrace. Poor wandering one,
Wandering one, poor wandering one.
fair days will shine, take take my
Heart, no danger ours. Take any heart but ours. Take heart, take any heart but ours. Take heart.
Life of liberty, gentle seems to say, propriety we know, says we are to stay. What if that be its freedom from your tether, play each other games, leave them here together. Her kiss may any day be yours, my dear, or mine. Let her make her way while the sun does shine. Let us compromise, our hearts are now of leather. Let us shut our eyes and talk about the weather.
Yes, yes, let's talk about the weather. Beautifully blue, the sky, the glass is rising very high. Continue fine, I hope it may and get to play by yesterday. Tomorrow it may pour again. I hear the country wants some rain. People say I don't know why that we shall have a one July. Tomorrow it may pour again. I hear the country wants some rain. People say I don't know why that we shall have a one July. Tomorrow it may pour again. I hear the country wants some rain. People say I don't know why that we shall have a one July.
To find a deep and deep massage, you see, deep beauty. Did ever read and close their eyes on waking sadness to dream of such exceeding gladness? I guess this is exceeding gladness.
How beautifully blue the sky, the glass is rising very high. Continue fine, I hope it may and get to drink by yesterday. Tomorrow it may pour again. I hear the country wants some rain. People say I don't know why that we shall have a one July. Tomorrow it may pour again. I hear the country wants some rain. People say I don't know why that we shall have a one July. Tomorrow it may pour again. I hear the country wants some rain.
And where to find that soul of peace and virtue be made?
How beautifully blue the sky, the glass is rising very high. Continue fine, I hope it may and yet to bring
yesterday. Tomorrow find it will be many as you bring back yesterday. The eternal with the same old holy Christian. To find a day before to let the angels vision. I guess,
We must not lose our senses. Men who stick at no offences will anon be piracy, the virtual trade is spray. You get your hence, young ladies, while the coast is clear.
no, we must not lose our senses. If they see that no offenses, we should not be here. Piracy, the virtual trade is nice for babies for your ladies. Let us be too late, too late.
To get married within beauty, and it doesn't look felicity among London felicity. So quickly they pass on the fight, the galley matching on the fight. I got turn up the beauty, we will in this city.
The minister of virtue, escaping with impunity. But the felicity of unbounded domesticity. So quickly be personified, cause reality might be modified. By a doctor of divinity who is located in this vicinity. By a doctor of divinity who resides in this vicinity. By a doctor of divinity. Of divinity.
Monsters, ere your pirate car runs away, proceed against our will to wed us all. Just bear in mind that we are wards in Chancery, and father is the Major General.
We'd better pose, for danger may be feared. Their father is the Major General.
Yes, yes, he is the Major General.
General. I am the very model of a modern Major General. Life information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. Know the kings of England, and I quote the face historical from Marathon to Waterloo and order categorical. I'm very well acquainted too with matters mathematical. I understand equations both as simple and quadratical. About binomial theorem, I'm teeming with a lot of news. Lots of news? Pot to news. Can I have a rhyme, please? No?
Rhyme.
Crime!
Torture!
I've got it. With many triple facts about the square of the hypotenuse.
With many triple facts about the square of the hypotenuse. With many triple facts about the square of the hypotenuse. With many triple facts about the square of the hypotenuse.
I'm very good at integral and differential calculus. I know the scientific names of beings and animalculus. Chosen matters, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I'm the very model of a modern Major General.
But still in matters, vegetable, animal, and mineral. He is the very model of a modern Major General.
I know our mystic history, King Arthur, and some paradox. Answered out acrostics of a pretty test of paradox. Quoted elegiacs of the crimes of Heliogabalus and conics I can flow peculiarities parabolas. I can tell undoubted Raphaels and Gerardos and Zophanies. I know the croaking cross from the frogs of Aristophanes, and I can number book at which I've heard the music's dinner for. Pinafore, dinner for.
Pinafore.
Another rhyme?
No, we did Mikado.
Nanky poo.
Chocolate!
Ooh, and whistle all the years from that infernal nonsense pinafore.
And whistle all the years from that infernal nonsense pinafore. And whistle all the years from that infernal nonsense pinafore. And whistle all the years from that infernal nonsense pinafore.
Then I can ride a washing bill in Babylonic cuneiform and tell you every detail of a character's uniform. Chosen matters, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I'm the very model of a modern Major General.
The state matters, vegetable, animal, and mineral. He is the very model of a modern Major General.
In fact, when I know what is meant by Mamelot and Ravelin, when I can tell at sight a Mauser rifle from a javelin, when such affairs as sorties and surprises I'm more wary at, and when I know precisely what is meant by commissariat, when I have learnt what progress has been made in modern gunnery, when I know more of tactics than a novice in a nunnery, in short, when I've a smattering of elemental strategy. Oh, strategy, no, one.
Cup of tea.
Archie!
Donut.
You'll say a better Major General has never sat at you.
You say a better Major General has never said it to you. Say a better Major General has never said it to you. Say a better Major General has never said the strategy.
For my military knowledge, though I'm plucky and adventurous, has only been brought down to the beginning of the century. Still in matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, I'm the very model of a modern Major General.
But still in matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, he is the very model of a modern Major General.
And now that I've introduced myself, I should like to have some idea of what's going on.
Oh, Papa, wait.
Come with me. I'll explain in 2 words. We propose to marry your daughter.
Dear me.
Against our wills, Papa! Against our wills!
Oh, but you mustn't do that. May I ask, this is a picturesque uniform, but I'm not quite familiar with it. What are you?
We are all single gentlemen.
Yes, I gathered that. Anything else?
No, nothing else.
Leave them, Papa. They're pirates. The famous pirates of
The Pirates of Penzance. I have often heard of them.
All except this gentleman, who was a pirate once, but who is out with indentures today, and who means to lead a blameless life evermore.
But wait a bit. I object to pirates as sons-in-law.
We object to Major Generals as fathers-in-laws, but we waive that point. We don't press it. We look over it.
An idea. And do you mean to say that you deliberately rob me of these, the remaining props of my old age, and leave me to go through the remainder of my life unfriended, unprotected, and alone?
Yes, that's the idea.
Tell me, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan?
Here we are again.
I ask you, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan?
Orphan.
Yes, orphan. Have you ever known what it is to be one?
I say, orphan. 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 Orphan.
I don't think we quite understand one another. When I ask you if you're an orphan, you say orphan. As I understand you, you are merely repeating the word orphan to show that you understand me, no?
I didn't repeat the word
Pardon
orphan.
me, you did indeed.
I only repeated it once.
True, but you repeated it.
Not orphan.
Stop! I think I see where we are getting confused. Dictionary, please.
Dictionary, please.
S'il vous plaît, Papa.
Ah, merci. So, when you say orphan, do you mean a person who has lost his parents, or orphan frequently?
Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. I see what you mean. Give me that. Hey. Frequently.
Ah, so you said orphan frequently.
No, only once. Come on,
Exactly.
lads.
You said orphan frequently only once.
I usually... Let me start again. Draw, men. Oh, you draw. Good.
O man of dark and dismal fate, forego your cruel employ. Have pity on my lonely state. I am an orphan boy.
an orphan boy.
An orphan boy.
Oh, sir, an orphan boy.
These children whom you see are all that I can call my own. Take them away from me and I shall indeed be alone. If pity you can feel, leave me my soul, remaining joy. See at your feet they kneel, our hearts we cannot steal, against the sad, sad tale of the lonely orphan boy.
Poor fellow. See at our feet they kneel, our hearts we cannot steal, against the sad, sad tale of the lonely orphan boy. You may go, for you're at liberty. Our pirate rules protect you, and honorary members of our band we do elect you.
For he is an orphan boy.
He is hurrah for the orphan boy.
And it sometimes is a useful thing to be an orphan boy.
It is hurrah for the orphan boy, hurrah for the orphan boy.
Oh, happy day, joyously we will away and merry be.
Oh, happy day,
Joyously
they will
away and merry be. Should it befall auspiciously, my sisters all will bridesmaids be.
Should it befall auspiciously, her sisters all will bridesmaids be.
Oh, happy day, we joyously
they will away and merry be.
Oh, should it befall auspiciously, our sisters all will bridesmaids be.
Should it befall auspiciously, her sisters all will bridesmaids be.
Dear one, I do implore you. Remember Ruth, your Ruth, who kneels before you.
Yes, yes, yes. Remember Ruth who kneels before you.
Away! You did deceive me!
Away! You did deceive him.
Oh, do not leave me.
Oh, do not leave her.
Away! You grieve me!
Away! You grieve him.
I wish you'd leave me.
We wish you'd leave him.
His way to place and duty, there was an opportunity to get married with impunity, and give up the felicity of a golden necessity. The doctor of divinity who is located in this vicinity, represent the magnanimity, they display to lace and dimity. There was such opportunity to get married with impunity, but they gave up the felicity of a landed domesticity. The doctor of divinity who is located in this vicinity. The doctor of divinity resides in this vicinity. The doctor of divinity. Of divinity.
Let's go home, lads. Onward.
Frederick, will you not say something that will relieve my father's sorrow?
I will try. But why does he sit night after night in this jotty old ruin?
Why do I sit here? To escape from the pirates' clutches. I describe myself as an orphan, and heavens help me, I am no orphan. I come here to humble myself before the tombs of my ancestors and to beg pardon for having brought dishonor upon the family.
But you forget, sir, you only brought the property a year ago, and the paint on your castle is scarcely dry.
Frederick, in this chapel are ancestors. You cannot deny that. With the estate, I bought the chapel and its contents.
True.
I don't know whose ancestors they were, but I know whose ancestors they are now, and I shudder to think that by purchase, me should have brought dishonor upon them.
Be comforted. Had you not acted as you did, these pirates would have called in the nearest clergyman and married your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 very large family on the spot.
Frederick, I thank you for your comforting words, but they do not help. I assure you that such is the anguish I feel, I will go to their chief this very night and confess all. No. Had it not been for the consequences that would happen to me and my family. At what time is the army march against these scoundrels?
At 11, and by midnight I hope to have atoned for my association with them by sweeping them from the face of the earth. Then, dear Mabel, you will be mine.
Are your devoted followers at hand?
They only wait my orders.
Then let them come receive a general's blessing ere they depart upon their dread adventure.
Dear sir, they come!
When the foeman bears his steel, we uncomfortable feel, and we find the wisest thing is to slap our chest and sing, dun, dun. For when threatened with a mute, and your heart is in your boots, there is nothing brings it round like the trumpet's martial sound, like the trumpet's martial sound. It's evident these attentions are well meant. Such expressions don't appear calculated meant to cheer. Who are going to meet their fate in a highly nervous state. Seem to us it's evident these attentions are well meant. We observe the greater stress on the wrist and on the stress, and a preference alike to our chance of coming back. Still, perhaps it would be wise not to come or criticize, for it's very evident these attentions are well meant.
Yes, it's very evident these attentions are well meant. Evident, yes, well meant. Evident, ah, yes, well meant.
When before the time is here,
for the repeated acts of theft and pillage, which, due to stern dictation, I, circumstances victim, have been guilty.
Young Frederick!
Who called?
Your late commander!
And I, you little roof!
Oh, mad intruders! How dare you face me? Know ye not, O rash ones, that I have doomed you to extermination?
Have mercy on us. Hear us ere you slaughter.
I do not think I ought to listen to you. Yet, mercy should lawyer stern resentment, and so I will be merciful. Say on!
When you had left our pirate's fold, we tried to raise our spirits faint, according to our custom, with quips and quibbles quaint. But all in vain the quips we had. We lay and sobbed upon the rocks, until to somebody occurred a startling paradox. A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. We've quips and quibbles hard in flocks, but none to beat this paradox.
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. A paradox. A. We knew your taste for curious quips, for cranks and contradictions queer, and with the laughter on our lips, we wished you there to hear. We said if we could tell it him, how Frederick would the joke enjoy. And so risk we both life and limb to tell it to our boy.
The paradox,
The most ingenious paradox. We've quips and quibbles, hurling flops, but none to beat this paradox. A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. A paradox. All right, sit down, let's go.
So, do tell me this paradox, pray.
For some ridiculous reason, some person in authority, I can't remember quite who it was, but it was
very
very
likely the Astronomer Royal.
Yes, thanks for interrupting me. Yes, very likely the Astronomer Royal has decided that for a month like February, 28 days as a rule are plenty.
But 1 year in every 4, the days shall be reckoned as 9 and 20.
You are the victim of this clumsy arrangement, having been born in leap year on the 29th of February.
And so, by a simple mathematical process, you'll easily discover
That though you've lived 21 years, if we go by birthdays, here's the bad news. You're really only 5. And a little bit over.
Dear me, let's see. Yes, with yours my fingers do agree. How quaint the ways of paradox, at common sense she gaily mocks, though counting in the usual way is 21 I've been alive. Yet reckoning by my natal day, I am a little boy of 5.
He is a little boy of 5. A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. A paradox. A curious paradox. A most ingenious paradox.
Upon my word. Upon my word, this is most curious, most absurdly whimsical. 5 1/4. Who would think of that looking at me?
You are glad now I'll be bound that you spared us. You would have never forgiven yourself when you found out you had killed 2 of your comrades.
My comrades?
I'm afraid you don't understand the delicacy of your position. You were apprenticed to us until you reached your 21st.
Until I reached my 21st year.
No, until you reached your 21st birthday. And if we go by birthdays, you are as yet only 5 1/4.
Don't tell you're gonna hold to me to that.
Yeah, I heard like someone shouting.
No, we never hold you to anything. We merely remind you of the fact and leave the rest to your sense of duty.
Your sense of duty.
Oh, don't put on that footing. I have been merciful to you just now, so please be merciful to me now. I implore you. I implore you not to insist on the letter of your bond, as the cup of happiness is at my lips.
We insist on nothing.
Yes, you do.
We content ourselves with pointing out to you your duty.
Your duty.
Well, my duty is only too clear. I abhor at your infamous calling, and I shudder at the thought that I have ever been mixed up with you. But duty is before all. At any price, I will do my duty.
Bravely spoken.
Leader,
Come, you are one of us once more.
I follow. Oh! Horror! I'm
What's
sorry.
the matter?
Ought I to tell you? No. And yet, as one of your band...
Speak out, I charge thee, by that sense of conscientiousness to it yet we have never yet appealed in vain.
Do you know Stanley, the father of Mabel?
Yes.
He escaped from you on the plea that he was an orphan.
He did? He did.
It breaks my heart to betray the honoured father of the girl I adore.
Bravely.
But as your apprentice, I have no alternative.
None.
It is my duty,
Yes.
as a pirate,
Yes, yes.
to tell you that Gino Stanley is no
Is no.
orphan.
What?
And even worse than that, he never was one.
Never was one. Am I to understand that to save his miserable life, he dared to prey upon our decency? Then our revenge shall be swift and terrible. We will collect our band and attack Draymoreton Castle this very night.
Say!
Not a word. He is due. Tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, or early tomorrow.
Not fair. Not fair. Not fair.
Prepared. Your gallant crew waits you. My Frederick in tears. It cannot be. That Lionheart quails at the coming conflict?
No, Mabel, no. A terrible disclosure has just been made. I bound to serve the pirate captain until I reach my 21st birthday.
But you are 21.
I have just discovered that I was born in leap year, and that birthday will only be reached by me by 1940.
Oh, horrible. Catastrophe.
And so, farewell.
No, wait. Stay, Frederick, stay. They have no legal claim. No shadow of a shame will fall upon thy name. Stay, Frederick, stay.
Nay, Mabel, nay. Tonight I quit these walls. The thought my soul abhors, but once a duty calls, I must obey.
Stay, Frederick, stay.
Nay, Mabel, nay.
They have no claim.
But duty's name,
No shadow of a shame will fall upon thy name. Stay, Frederick, stay.
I must obey.
Ah, leave me not to pine alone and desolate. No fate seemed fair as mine, no happiness so great, and nature day by day a song in accent clear. These joyous round delay. He loves thee, he is here. Fa la la la, fa la la la. He loves thee, he is here. Fa la la la, fa la.
Must I leave thee in endless night to dream, where joy is dark and clear, and sorrow supreme, and each day by day will sink in undertow. This weary round delay, I of 8 shall be, and then I'll return and claim you. I declare it.
It seems so long.
Promise that until then, you will be true to me.
Yes, I'll be strong. By all the Stanleys dead and gone, I swear it. No, I am brave. O family descent, how great thy charm, thy sway how excellent. Come one and all, undaunted men in blue. A crisis now, affairs are coming to.
We are timidly inclined, but anything but blind to the danger that's behind. Yet when the danger's near, we manage to appear as insensible to fear as anybody here, as anybody here.
Sergeant, approach. Young Frederick was to have led you to death and glory.
That is not a pleasant way of putting it.
No matter, he'll not so lead you, for he has allied himself once more with his old associates.
He has acted shamefully.
You speak falsely. You know nothing about it. He has acted nobly.
He has acted nobly.
Dearly as I loved him before, his heroic sacrifice to his sense of duty has endeared him to be tenfold. But if it was his duty to constitute himself my foe, it is likewise my duty to regard him in that light. He has done his duty, I will do mine. Go ye and do yours.
This is perplexing.
We cannot understand it at all.
Still, as he is actuated by a sense of duty,
that makes a difference, of course. At the same time, we repeat, we cannot understand it at all.
no matter, our course is clear. We must do our best to capture these pirates alone. It is most distressing to us to be the agents whereby our erring fellow creatures are deprived of this liberty which is so dear to us all. But we should have thought of that before we joined the force.
We should.
It's too late now.
It is.
When a fellow's not engaged in his employment, or maturing his felonious little plans, his capacity for innocent enjoyment is just as great as any honest man. Our feelings we with difficulties smother when constabulary duties to be done. I take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. To be done. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. When the enterprising burglar's not a burgling, when the cutthroat isn't occupied in crime. He loved to hear the little brook gurgling and listen to the merry village chime. When the coasters finished nagging at his mother, he loved to lie basking in the sun. I take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. One constabulary duties to be done. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. Hush, hush, I hear them on the manor poaching. With stealthy steps the pirates are approaching.
We are not coming to play, don't hold the story. General Stanley's story. We seek a penalty 50 foot for General Stanley's story. We seek a penalty 50 foot. We seek a penalty 50 foot. We seek a penalty 50 foot for General Stanley's story.
They come with force and steals the stride. Our obvious course is now to hide.
Stanley! Stanley! Come on, lads! Draw your weapons! Everyone in the state when I see you.
With cat-like tread upon a prairie view, in silence tread, a cautious way we feel. No sound at all, we ever speak a word, a fight's going to be distinctly heard. So stealthily the pirate fleets follow the house of Stanley Street.
Is your trouble
And your sanctuary,
your life is ever?
you may want to bet.
Your silent masters
Lord, my interest,
take your fine.
and you get the talking keys. With cat-like tread, in silent tread. With cat-like tread upon a prairie steel, in silence tread, a cautious way we feel. No sound at all, we never speak a word. Advice looked for will be distinctly heard. Come, friends, who hold the sea, choose the navigation, take another station. Let's ferry piracy, with a little glory to sabotage. Upon our prairie steam, in silence tread, a cautious way we sing.
Stanley!
Hush, hush! Not a word!
Quiet!
I see a light inside. The Major General comes. So quickly hide.
Yes,
yes.
The Major General comes.
Yes, yes. The Major General comes. I thought I heard a noise.
He thought he heard a noise. Ha!
Okay. No, all is still. My mind is set at ease. It must have been the sighing of the breeze.
Now what is this and what is that, and why does father leave his dress at such a time of night as this, so very incompletely dressed? His father is and always was the most methodical of men. It is invariable rule to go to bed at half past. What strange occurrence can it be that calls your father from his dress at such a time of night as this, so very incompletely dressed? So very incompletely dressed at such a time of
His life is over.
the pirates will be spared. Yes, for the pirates will be spared.
Frederick here, oh joy, oh rapture, summon your men and effect their capture.
Frederick, save us, beautiful man, when I will, if I could, but I am not. He's telling the truth, he is not able.
With base deceit, you worked upon our feelings. Revenge is sweet, and flavors all our feelings. With courage rare, and resolution manly, for death prepare, unhappy General Stanley.
Is he to die so incompletely dressed?
Oh, spare him!
Will no one help?
Yes, we are here.
Oh, rapture!
Pirates, yield! To gain a brief advantage you've contrived, but your bright triumph will not be life.
Don't say you're orphans, for we know that's game.
On your allegiance with a stronger claim, we charge you yield. We charge you yield.
Keep dreaming, mate, keep dreaming. You do.
We charge you here in Queen Victoria's name.
At once with humble pity, because with all our faults we love our queen.
Yes, yes, with all our faults we love our Queen. Yes, yes, with all our faults we love our Queen.
Away with them and place them at their bar.
One moment, let me tell you who they are. They are no members of the common throng. They are all noblemen who have gone wrong.
Oh, spare them, they are all noblemen who have gone wrong.
What are noblemen?
Yes, all noblemen.
What are?
Well, nearly all.
No Englishman unmoved that statement hears, because with all our faults we love our house of peers. I pray you pardon me, ex-pirate's king. Peers will be peers, and youth will have its fling. Resume your rights and legislative duties, and take my daughters, all of whom are beauties.
At length, we are provided with unusual facility to change piratic crime with dignified respectability.
Combined, I need to say, with the unparalleled felicity of what we have been longing for, unbounded domesticity.
Morning early, we shall finally be personified. Like many happy couple, conjugally matrimonified.
And this shall be accomplished by a doctor of divinity, who happily resides to this immediate vicinity.
Who happily reside in this immediate vicinity, who happily reside in this immediate vicinity, who happily reside in this immediate vicinity.
For my military knowledge, I'm plucky and adventuring. It's only been brought up to the beginning of the century, but still, in matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, I am the very model of the modern Major General.
But still in matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, he is the very model of a modern Major General.